I once had a buddy in college who taught me a great lesson about business, and it's this. He said that whenever he got a job, for the first 3 weeks, month, even 2 months in the job, he worked his tail off. He worked really hard. And after that, he was able to relax a little bit because he created the impression that he was a very hard worker. Now, look, we don't want to, be a hard worker and then be lazy, but the idea is important. That first impression that you create with people often becomes the lasting impression that you're going to have with people. It's the lens, it's the prism they're going to look at you by. So in our business, this is especially true. How do you make a great first impression in business? Well, I think there's 5 ways. The first, of course, is your website. What does anyone look at when they look at a new business for the first time these days? Probably the website. So you don't want to have old content. You want to have a fresh site. Having a great site, when someone checks you out, that's their first impression of you. Great, easy way to make a good first impression. Beyond that, what about your email? You want to respond promptly. You want to respond professionally. You want to write nice emails. Use proper English. Don't use that little I for I, things like that. Again, easy way to make a good first impression, and an easy way to make a bad first impression too if you don't do it right. Next, what about your store or your office? What does it look like? When someone drives by it for the first time, what impression do they get? You have about 3 or 4 seconds as someone's driving by your store or checking out your office for the first time to impress them. So if it looks drabby, then you're going to have a drabby impression. So spruce up the office, spruce up the store, impress those people. The fourth thing you can do to make a great first impression is answer the phone well. When someone calls your office, if you have a receptionist, are they friendly? Are they not friendly? Does someone get endless voicemail, or do they eventually talk to a real person? Is it professional or is it not? Boy, if someone calls your office for the first time, that person they talk to is the first impression they're going to have about your office. So make sure that's a good one. And finally, what about your sign? What about your signage? If it's nice, that's going to impress people. Oh, one last thing. Do great work.